we've already got 7 patrol cars with over 100,000 miles worth of time.
Yes.
Which is down, which brought that to my attention.
So we'll probably be retiring some of those cars when they get inoperable, not to
I'd
be
like to hear what
replaced.
the chief said, but I know she probably thought, and I respect the chief, she could aim high and hope that this council shoots low. And we somewhere deep in the
Somewhere in the
middle.
middle.
But I've never found that she do that. I think she's asking for what this is, that we
I think she's
do
telling us
that
what,
tonight and then address this extra car.
Right.
yeah, I think that she's telling us
Right,
what she
I'm
needs.
good until you address the other.
Until after we meet with the coach breaks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's good. Thank
Right,
you,
I
Chief.
need to know.
You're excused. You can go on to your meeting. Okay, permission to bid air conditioning maintenance and repair services.
The volume of maintenance and repair that we've wound up with the different buildings, and particularly now that we have this new system, we really are to the volume of work that it needs to be bid out instead of just our requisition. And we need to, Lynn has already been working on the specs, and I just think it's a wise move financially for us to be able to do it. It would certainly make budgeting better.
I guess some of the questions I have on public works and bidding and, I understand that, bidding and hiring it out, that's one thing. But then, what does it take to get a person on a payroll as a qualified air conditioning heating technician? I mean, I know there's a math game here to be played, and that's what we're after, efficiency. But if you have somebody.
This would be more geared towards a company rather than an individual, correct?
Yes, and that's, it would make sense for us to hire, if we
I got
put
you.
on payroll,
I got you.
with the benefits and all that other stuff that comes from that side.
I don't know that much about the expertise and all that it would take, but
I think
I think
last
we did
year,
that.
we sat down and looked at what we had spent. And then I had a company that came and suggested the possibility of going to work for the city. An individual that owns his own company, going to work for the city, becoming an employee and handling all of this. But what he wanted was an employee, and then we don't have the luxury of we got to take a classification and fit him into a classification and a pay range to get him. And when we tell him that we're gonna have him at $15 or $18 an hour, and he's been out there doing it on his own and making a whole lot more. But that's something we can do. We can certainly look at that and see, where we are.
I think in order to best address the broad range of needs that the city has, we're probably going to be better encompassed to contract with a company that necessarily is not individual based, but has a broad range of technicians who could best service anything that we might need service with.
Because we got so many
Yeah.
different
Units and different
That's it.
systems.
units.
If you tie yourself to one person, who's to say that one person may not have to get outside help of their own? Because certainly they're not going to be able to fix everything, but your odds are a lot better of getting the best service from a company that would have a array of technicians who could pull from each other.
And by the time we supplied a vehicle, bought the supplies, it would,
We might get.
we may be getting a better deal.
Surprised,
Yeah.
but we might get sticker shock, like
Yeah.
this thing out there.
But I think in bidding this out, it's main, if you don't get anything, you get an hourly rate, which gives you a guideline that you can go with. Okay, is that okay to go ahead and Lynn's working on those specs to do that? Permission to bid for re-roofing of City Hall, this building? That's-
We've had somebody come look at it to help us get some specs, and I won't mention the prices, because I heard a while ago we had to print it, we did, so. And we can't very well mention all these prices and then start bidding, so.
That's right.
What it consists of is this building It's the flat or the built-up part of the roof, which is up on top, not the shingles you see around the side, and the cap, which goes around the top, or the transition. It needs repair or replacing, and it has for some time. It's been patched a lot, and we need
Is
to.
it gravel and tar, or is it just?
It's membrane, gravel, and tar. In simple terms, it's got a lot of different names for it now, but that's basically what it is. And the membrane is dried and it
How old is it?
makes a transition.
How old is it?
Some of it is actually, the membrane is actually,
Around
77,
78.
Yes,
and,
takes you to throw out a real low bid.
Were you looking at going back with one of the new rubber roofs, or a tar built?
what the roof will be, and what we should hold out for is a installer and manufacturer's warranty. And what that does, it gives you a 20-year warranty. The installer is good for the first 5 years. The company is good for the next 15 years. And you can get a whole lot cheaper roof than that, but you're talking about a 7-year roof or something like that if you do it. So that would be the best thing to bid out, and we have some pretty good specs to put out for that type of roof that would make everybody fall within the same frame.
I have a question for you. When was the last time that a roof was put on?
I have no idea when the last time a roof was put on here. I don't think a roof's been put on this building at all in entirety.
There's not been leased,
We need to put a record on that because the copper up there, I was on the council, that there was a roof put on this building. It was done by one of our local roofing companies over here on, yes. We come up and talk about what needs to be done. I need to see some paperwork. There's lots of money that was put up there on that roof.
I agree,
And
it's
that's-
been patched a lot.
Well, that was a roof, but not patched.
Well, I think there was one roof put up way back that had a warranty on it, but I can't attest to that. I have no record of it. That would be pretty mean, so
So I'm gonna ask
I've been here 14 years.
clerk to, pull the data on the last, the paperwork has been done on the City Hall roof. We have spent lots of money, have done a roof put on the City Hall. That, ask the clerk to pull the paperwork on who did the work on the roof and what was done. Because we keep spending money. There was one that, is there some no, not 10, up there, because that was very, even back then, expensive, because I questioned it at that time. I questioned it at that time, and no, we won't have any more problems, this is what we want to go with. So, council here, you need to look at what you're spending and what was done. You need to know.
Okay, we'll pull that paperwork and get all of that, and then we'll get, when we advertise for bids, we'll get the specifications and we'll get all of that paperwork at that time, okay? City Cemetery.
Okay, last council meeting was mentioned to get a price on some fencing. There's so many variables that it's impossible to give you a price without just the council agreeing on what you want to do and then going back and getting one. If you go over there and replace the fence with a 8-gauge,
Excuse me,
yes, sir.
excuse me, sir. And I'd like to stop right now. I think the minutes read we were supposed to get proposal.
Right.
I need a copy of whoever, whatever, ingredients you gave